Hey, Bougie Gang, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, it's lunchtime. Yes, we're here. Whew. Y'all, I had a very early start this morning and I took a little break. I took a little research break and then now I'm here and then you'll find me over and we'll talk bougie a little bit later. But I had to make things work for me. How's everybody doing? Let me check and see. Is Hi everybody. Sweet Aces got here first. Erica Tam, Lex, Azure, Make Beauty Forever, Lex for the 2 times. Tam, is it Aniki? Like Monica. Is it Annika? So like Monica, Annika or Aniki? Look, you're gonna have to help me. Um, like Monica, okay? And Larissa. Hi Vicky. Hey Jazzy. So, y'all, this was interesting to me. This is like an interesting, you know how you guys always say you love HR talks? So I had to, when I saw this story, I was like, we've got to talk about this. Plus, it's Friday. Um, so this was interesting. I feel like you guys all love a good cheat story, but this was so funny and it's just a classic. And I feel like in today's day and age where people are so bold, why not boldly get busted cheating? I mean, it's the bold catching of the cheating for me because it's the bold cheating for me, right? So this was pretty good. So if you hadn't seen this, let's see this real quick. Um, and we'll get into it. Hey, Boo. Who's that? Is that Jazzy? Jazzy. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for supporting. We need to do a member live over here soon because it's been a while. So I definitely will. I appreciate y'all supporting and having my back. You guys are awesome. What is that? Hold on a second, guys. Yo. You know how late that if any of you guys have updated to the new iOS update on your iPhone, that voice command, I had to go in there and turn that off. Voice command all of a sudden defaults on like iPhone 17, blah, 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 or 18 something, whatever the newest iOS iteration is. It's very sensitive and my phone has been doing weird stuff and it's like I had to do a search and find where I could disengage um the automatic voice command. If you guys notice that there's like a blue icon in your top corner. It was weird. I had to take it off. I felt bad because I was like, I hate to not use my phone to its optimal, but thank you, Boo. Happy Friday to you too. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Um anyway, okay, let's get into this. I thought this was Y'all, wait, let's go over here first to the New York Post. This is everywhere because I think it was so bold. These two are out on a damn date and left their spouses at home. Like most, sometimes people are cheating. They're running to a hotel, they're running to wherever they go meet up. You know, this, they were at a damn concert. Okay. People gonna have be thinking twice next time they want to step out with boo, and you got your spouse at home, and then clearly these two have something going on. I feel like the best example of this type of situation was like TJ and Amy, who got busted, and they were doing their thing in New York City. Meanwhile, they had total spouses and stuff going on at the house. So let's get into this. They were at the Coldplay concert, and then look what happened. So they're over here at Coldplay, if it will play. Girl, I guess it's going to have to load. Give it just a second. They look how big this damn Jumbotron is. Hold on. Let's see. It's not loading very well. Let's see what's going on here. I might have to play it on Facebook. It's the Jumbotron was ginormous. Hold on, let's see. This was like the best video of it, and it's like the worst playing. Let's see. Just okay, you can't. If you've never seen this before, when you see this, it's like, okay, you see them boot up. He's got his arms around her. All right, let me pivot over here because you guys are not going to be able to get the full. You can't get the fullness. They were so caught off guard that they were put up on that damn Jumbotron, and he hid. He sunk down. She turned her face. They started, and look at the person right there, the person with the surprise. I don't know if she knows them or not, but damn, she's looking like, oh my God, they're busted. Like, clearly the people that were with them, look at this. Do you see how big? You see how big that Jumbotron is? And then what did he say? He said they must be having an affair. This guy standing here with the guitar. That's Gwyneth Paltrow's ex-husband. So they might know, because I think they were doing their own damn thing before they split up. But let's see if it'll load now. Oh, look at these two. I'm trying to catch what he said. I heard him say something about either they're having an affair or something. How embarrassing. But they should, who told you to be booed up like that? Who told you to be booed up to the point where they're throwing you on the damn jump? Nobody's safe. If you are cheating, don't be out there. Don't be booed up like that, because that's crazy. That Jumbotron is huge. This should be a no. This should be. Oh my God, I wish. All right, let me find it on Facebook, because it's like hard to get the gist of it when it keeps stalling like this. Okay. Either they're having an affair or they're very shy. Look at the person next to them. She's red, and it's obvious that, is that not embarrassing? Hey, boo. Well, how are you? Okay, let's go over here. This is actually better.
Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Either they're having an affair or they're very shy. That lady's face tells it all. The people that will co-sign for you, that's those are the people that will co-sign for you. You know what I mean? They'll go out on the double dates knowing you got your wife and she's married and he's married. Okay? Hold on.
Oh, look at these two. All right.
You see how they were just in each other's embrace like not a care in the world?
Oh, you're okay? Oh, what?
He sunk down in his seat so low. He disappeared. Y'all, he is the CEO of a company and she is the chief people officer. She just got a promotion a week ago. Clock it. Right,
Either they're having an
Mastermind?
affair or they're just very shy.
Look at the people behind them, like, yeah, laughing, because they know. They clearly know, and the spouses were the last to know. This has blown up all over Facebook. Well, it's blown up everywhere because this was in the New York Post. So New York Post published it because it was like, what's going on here? Now it wants to play.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure what to do. Think we're drunk with you? Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure what to do. Think we're drunk with you?
The fact that that girl's friend, whoever that is, was standing there, red-faced, laughing, girl, it said everything. It said, "They know what's going on, and I'm just gonna sit here and get the key out of it because, damn it, you shoulda known better. You shoulda known." I cannot imagine. I really cannot. Let me find it again. I need to find the article. Oh, here it is. Okay. Caught cuddling. Concert gets hot. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and HR chief people leader. Can you imagine? This is so embarrassing. Okay, let me share my screen again. Mm-mm-mm. Is this it? Okay. Okay, the tech firm home to CEO Andy Byron and his alleged mistress, who were caught cozying up on the kiss cam at the Coldplay concert, has quickly refuted a fake apology going viral online. New York-based AI firm Astronomer told the Post that the statement circulating on social media, which claimed to be by Byron himself with intimate apologies to his wife and children, is a fake. The imposter statement took a somber tone but ended up a cheesy nod to Coldplay's 2005 Fix You. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Boy, stop. Okay. These are some of the pictures. We saw this. So I guess this is supposed to be the statement, but he says it's a fake. New York, New York, July 17th. I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment it caused. What was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake playing out in a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, my team at Astronomer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, as a leader. This is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company I helped build. I'm taking time to reflect, to take accountability, to figure out the next steps personally and professionally. I have to laugh. I ask for privacy to navigate this process. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. You entered the stadium. He said this is a fake, so we're not even going to get into it. It's not private is a hotel room with with Ray-Ban camera or so, with Ray-Ban glasses or something. Being in the middle of a stadium, like 20,000 people at a stadium in New York, that is not a private moment. Sorry. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone's life into a spectacle. Um, don't go to a stadium when you're having an affair. I mean, that's just it. That's all. How many times do you go to a basketball game or to a football game or a hockey game? In New York, it's all too, I mean, come on now. You go to a hockey game, they've got the kiss cam. If you go to a basketball game, they've got the kiss. You know, when you go to a stadium, they're going to pan around the audience. I mean, it's been a little minute since we went to it's probably been 2 years now. We went to see Drake and they pan around the audience. They caught people. I mean, not caught people like busted, but the cam focused in on people having a good time. And I guess if you didn't want to be seen, don't come to the concert. You stand the chance of the camera catching you. Like that should be obvious. So I don't know if that's stupid. But anyway, that's what happens. This is her chief people officer photo. They said she just got promoted a week ago, which is crazy work. But that's what happens. I mean, we've all witnessed this type of stuff. It's sometimes in the workplace, it's happening right up under your nose and you never know, but you always wonder, you might be wondering how so and so just started 6 months ago and now they're everybody's boss. This is just all too common in corporate America that there are people sleeping with each other behind the scenes, and it's ridiculous. So they said the faux statement quickly gained traction online. So they're saying that it's not a statement actually from him, which is cool. Okay. Neither Byron nor Kristin, the company's chief human resources officer, have spoken publicly about the Coldplay scandal. When they were caught in a loving embrace on the concert kiss cam, Byron quite literally ducked out of the frame while Cabot covered her face and turned around, putting her back towards the camera. Chris Martin, the band's frontman, Gwyneth Paltrow's ex-husband, initially thought the camera had found a sweet moment, saying, "Look at these two." But their panicked reaction soon had him speculating on as much less savory situation, which, I mean, okay. Oh, what? Martin can be heard saying on the stage in a TikTok video that has racked up more than 50 million views and over 5 million likes. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. The faux statement posted late Thursday quickly gained traction on social media, with many users tearing into the fake Byron. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. The forged statement said, "I respect artists and entertainers." So it's a forged comment, allegedly. Maybe just because it didn't fly. Maybe he's just like, look, it's a fake comment. I don't know. But this is her chief people officer posting. This is crazy. Do you imagine your husband says he's got a business dinner? He's taking the team out and they're going to go to a concert and you can't go. It's just the team, no spouses. I don't even know what the situation was. If they did this in front of other employees, that's crazy. If they're really in love, I don't know what to say, but I think his wife was actually caught off guard too. We'll take a look at it cuz it's a mess. Social media user on X pointed out fishy behavior of the account that posted the so-called statement. The statement from astronomer CEO Andy Byron that's going around originated with 50 follower account called Peter Ennis, as in penis. The account was included CBS News in its username, seemingly trying to pose as a reporter of the Tiffany network. The company has not posted on its social media since the scandal made headlines on Wednesday. Astronomer did not respond to inquiries about whether it is planning to issue a statement on the matter. Well, but this is what happened. So his wife, Andy Byron's wife, who is not Kristin Cabot, she changed her name on Facebook. She changed it from Megan Kerrigan Byron and dropped the Byron off her name. And that's crazy. Do you think this will damage her HR career? Uh Not if she becomes Mrs. Byron. If Mrs. Byron's checking out, and look how they're holding each other. I don't know if he's in love with her or not. Is it going to damage her HR career? I mean, yes. I mean, not to be funny. Yes. If she marries the boss, no. No. I was at a company once in my 20s. And it was it was a publicly traded company, and one of the executives ended up marrying the CEO. I mean, like, this stuff is happening. Now, was it an affair situation? I can't really say, and I don't remember, but I just remember they got married, and it was very strange, but I was also super young, so I was kind of not paying attention like some of my colleagues who were more senior than me and had been with the company longer ago. I wasn't paying attention. I was busy trying to get to Thursday and making plans to go out with my friends, because we would go out on Thursday and Friday night and chill, go out to dinner on Saturdays, church on Sundays, and back to work on Mondays. That was our schedule. You know what I'm saying? Me and all my friends. So I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy living my life. Um, if that had happened around me now, girl, I would have been all up in the business, because, that's my nosiness came out probably in my mid to late 30s. But yeah, this is some.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two.
I don't know why my stuff is.
I like them black, pretty white teeth.
Uh-oh. I don't know why my stuff is buffering. Okay, so there's another picture of the two. There's the CEO. Shame on you. Because, I mean, I feel sorry for his wife. I mean, affairs at work happen, but when you have people in leadership, it does something to the morale of the company. Do I think her HR? I think so. Depending on if she works for, so she's working for like a tech company that might have a lot of money. Um, she's not working for like a top, like a Fortune 50. She's working for a AI company that might be, have a lot of cash. And as long as she stays low under the radar, but keep in mind, so like what happened recently, this is a completely different situation. But when you're in leadership and C-suite, they are going to do things like check your social media. Maybe not LexisNexis is not going to be checking your social media. However, if they have like a due diligence team, I worked for a company, one of the companies I worked for in the last 10 years had a very stringent, what they called a due diligence team. And if you were going to work in the C-suite, meaning chief of this, chief of that, chief people officer, treasurer, um, general counsel. If you were in the C-suite, it was a very, very strict due diligence, and it was not done by HR. They had a complete independent company that ran a whole entire side profile on C-suite, directly reporting to the CEO slash chairman of the board. And those people were thoroughly checked. Now, could this ruin her? Possibly. You know, I don't know if it's going to ruin her, but it's the reputation will precede her. Is she going to follow up that she was sexually harassed, that she was coerced into a relationship, that she was on some sort of medication that made her make bad decisions? Girl, people get away with so much stuff these days. All you have to do is put out a good enough story to convince people that next, you went to a concert, you weren't handling your drink. Next thing you know, she's an HR leader. I'm sure she can think of a good enough scenario for people to be like, oh my God, really? Oh my God, are you okay? Okay, well, I saw that all over social media. No, it was not. I'd rather not talk about it. I mean, they're not going to talk to you about having an affair with your boss in an interview, but you can kind of try to head things off that there was a situation um that put you into that was like a social media uh debacle, and the reasoning why you left your last company, and you could say that there was some sort of crossing the line or whatever. I mean, people can spin stuff the way they want. If these two end up being together, it's a moot point. She probably won't even be working. But if they don't end up together and he goes and he's back with his wife and business as usual, and she loses her job or has to step away or they write her a check, she'll figure out something to say, or she might sue the company. Okay. This is the type of stuff that happens at work all the time. It's just most of the time it's behind the scenes. You never know what's going on, but this is pretty crazy. I thought it was interesting from just y'all busted. And people are having a good time laughing about it because, again, this is the type of stuff that is happening right in your face when people are playing in your face at the job, and it's happening dead center and you just don't know anything about it. But, you know, now you have to be super careful or else you're going to get dragged. I actually love it. I love that this happened. I thought this was so funny. So the wife of the CEO is associate director of lower school and the Hope Graham program. Megan Kerrigan is the wife of astronomer CEO Andy Byron, has removed her surname from her Facebook profile after the video of her husband getting intimate with his company chief public people officer. They said public officer, but it was the chief people officer, Kristin Cabot, at the Coldplay concert went viral. Kerrigan took this bold step after the kiss cam at the concert captured Brian with his arms around his colleague during the show at the Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts. As the camera focused on the two, they reacted nervously. Byron quickly hid out of view, while Cabot, visibly embarrassed, turned her face away in an attempt to avoid being recognized. Girl, too late for that. Chris Martin, the band frontman, noticed them and was heard joking, "Oh, look at these two. Either they are having an affair or they are just very shy." After the video went viral, Kerrigan removed from her name on Byron from her name on Facebook. She also removed her cover photo that showed her with her husband. Soon after her husband's indiscretion, she deactivated her account. Social media users have flooded the internet with many questioning Byron's behavior considering his marital status. Well, people have affairs all the time. Before Meg Kerrigan dropped her surname and later left Facebook, people looked at her comment section to urge her to leave Andy. Wow. Okay. They were at a concert in Massachusetts. I feel like the company they said was located in New York. Look how he just, girl, that is nobody's husband, okay? Not only is he out with another woman, but the minute that you two get busted, he hides. The fact that he hid like that, I think, is just so funny. And then this girl is over there laughing. Girl. Okay. Here's some pictures of them at work. So it's an AI. Look at her face. She looks like she's about to get hit by a truck. Some corporate pictures. That I'm telling you, her face says it all. She knows everything. That's who the internet needs to get in contact with. The internet has ID'd the third woman caught on Jumbotron next to the cheating couple at the Coldplay concert, and everyone is saying the same thing about her. Is this okay? The internet. Oh, I hate when you click on stuff and it's like, hold on. I don't know what that was. We'll just get out of it. That's sad. So that's him. He's a nice looking guy. And that's his wife with the little cherries on her dress. 2 kids. So doing her job. Meet Megan, inspiring educator of mom of 2 who's been thrust into the spotlight after a viral moment at the Coldplay concert. Married. Yeah, this is crazy. I guess somewhere between New York, Massachusetts. It's a mess, right? The friend was just waiting for it all to come. Girl, she was standing there waiting. How embarrassing is that? If she works for the company, I would say her job is probably, well, her, you could think of it 2 ways. Her job could be secure, or they could come in and just start firing people. Ma'am could have came in and started packing up her boxes. Who knows? Girl, get off my screen, Elon. Okay. Okay. Look at, oh, well. I bet you some people are going to be a little bit more careful this summer after this, or not. Anyway, guys, let me get up off of here. Okay. Anyway, guys, so earlier we were talking about the situation that happened in Milwaukee. The mom, I don't even look. We don't even have the full story yet about what happened with the little boy that got kidnapped. But somehow, what is unfolding, if you are following the Jamal White story, he got kidnapped last Friday. Anyway, we went through most of the most up to date details, but it's very convoluted. But the mom allegedly is supposed to be some sort of a drug dealer. The kidnappers who ended up taking the boy on Friday night um wanted to rob her. They couldn't find her. They ended up going over to her baby father's house to rob him instead. I don't know if he's supposed to be a drug dealer. They didn't put that in the complaint. But they said that they decided to snatch the little boy. They had the boy for almost 24 hours and it's been a mess ever since. So I've been covering that for the past couple days. So if you want to hear more detail about that, get into it. I was live earlier on Real Talk Bougie talking about that. So if you're interested in that story, I will drop the link to it and come over there and we'll get into it. Let's see. He might be cheating. Girl, he might be cheating with the other lady. He might be cheating with the lady down the hall. He could have a whole nother family somewhere. Um, the internet said she does work for the company. Yeah, so she is his head of HR, which I think, she knows better. First of all, he's out of line because she's a direct report. I mean, look, she might direct. So let's say like this. She's a chief people officer. If she's chief people officer, then and he's the CEO, she should report to him. Unless chief people officer reports under like a COO, maybe there's like this, the depends on how their structure is. If he's CEO and all chiefs report to him, then she is a direct report. But even if it's the CEO and then like a COO, and maybe they have like a chief technical officer and chief operations officer, then it's quite possible that maybe the chief people could report under like a CEO, and then you've got technical staff on one side, administrative, you've got like technical development on one side, and then you've got administrative corporate on another. I don't know what their structure looks like, but she is in the direct line and he's dead wrong for messing around with an employee. So it's really not good for him because no matter what, I mean, that could still be potentially a lawsuit. um that could make him, that's making him exposed. If they're not truly in love and in a relationship where he's willing to, where they're going to be together, she's out of work. She's going to be out of work. She's going to get a check. She's going to be sent home. Now it's tricky because we don't know if he came on to her. We don't know how the affair started, but there's a lot of exposure there. There's a lot of exposure. So it was stupid, and I'm just from a HR perspective, I'm interested to see how this turns out, but I don't know that we're ever going to get any details. They've tarnished their reputations. They're probably going to be divorced. He's impeded his money. You know what I'm saying? Look, this lady, his wife, looks like she raised two nice boys who are getting ready to graduate high school, college. This looked like some high school stuff. One of them, the other one, like they're getting ready to have boys, in college. And you got a husband who's out here doing what he wants to do. I mean, she might want to get out there and do what she wants to do after, seeing your husband out on a date. I mean, it's like she might feel like, well, damn, I would have gone to the Coldplay concert. You took her and we hadn't been out. When you're busy running a household, you guys don't always get to go do like the sexy events. Oftentimes you're going out to eat with the family, with kids, and here they are escaping from real life, and going out on a date to a concert, booed up. So I definitely would feel some type of way. Happy Friday, guys. I wonder what the work policy is on relationships. Well, even at work policy on relationships, you cannot there are policies, I think, just across the board. You do not want to be in a relationship with someone who's a direct report. And that's why I was talking about the structure. If she directly reports to him, it's bad news. You should not be sleeping with anybody who reports to you. You should not be in a relationship. You should not be trying to, you know, be in any kind of relationship outside of anything professional with someone who reports to you. It's just bad news. Like I said, she could cook up a sexual harassment claim. She could say that she was coerced into a relationship with him, and then it's really a problem. She could say that something was put in her drink. She could say anything. And some people will say anything to save their marriage and save their job. We don't know what's going on with these two. Okay. Guys, I'm not going to keep you too long. So I just wanted to bring you this story. I was late coming in today and I wanted to talk about that. We will get caught up over the weekend. I think we only did a couple of lives this week, but we will get caught up tomorrow on the YouTube streets, the mommy streets, and what else is going on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're just now coming in, just go ahead and slide the bar back. And I will see you guys a little bit later on. If you're not following me on OSIP, I will be over there later on this afternoon. And I'll be on Real Talk Bougie at some point. I felt like it was going to be this afternoon, but I'm not sure. Just make sure that if you are subscribed, make sure your notifications are set. And I will see you a little bit later on, guys. I hope that you have a good afternoon. Happy Friday. See you later, guys.